Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk to you about Crypto.com Lounge Key. I'm going to give you a bit of a review of one of my recent experiences. We're going to be talking about airport lounge access, using your credit card. Is it worth it? And in this case, it's really not even a credit card. It's a debit card, probably the only debit card in the world that I'm aware of that gives you access to airport lounges. So I'm going to go through, first of all, what are airport lounges if you don't know? I'm going to talk about what my experience was recently in the past couple of weeks. And I'm going to talk to you about how to get access to these lounges. First and foremost, if you fly at all, if you travel at all, this has to be one of the best perks on the planet. So what is airport lounges? Lounge Key is one of several different providers that provide the access to various lounges around the world in airports. And most major airports will have several types of clubs. These are oftentimes, like Delta will have their own club. American Airlines oftentimes has their own club. But then a lot of these club providers like Lounge Key, for example, will have access to a whole bunch of the clubs in these airports. Not all of them, but several of them. And if you have a certain credit card, or in this case, a Crypto.com Jade Green debit card, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, but you can get access to these lounges for free or nearly free. Now, typically, this can cost anywhere, depending on the lounge, 30-something all the way up to 60-something dollars per day to be able to get access. So why would someone want to get access to an airport lounge? Well, because you can get free drinks, free food, free Wi-Fi, comfortable settings. They're very, very nice. Some lounges will have showers. You could take a shower if you're on a long layover. If you are, in my case, for example, it's really good for me. I like to get into an airport early, very early, up to 3 hours early. It gives me a chance to go into a lounge, throw my headset on, throw my earphones in, and I'm able to do work, online while I'm getting ready for my flight. It gets me a chance to get out of my home office, get away from the wife, the kids for a bit, and just give me a couple of hours to really get focused on getting some work done before I hop on a flight. And I'm able to have some beverages, coffee, alcoholic beverages. I don't even drink that much, but it's just there. Get access to Wi-Fi. In some cases, excellent food. Let me just talk about what happened with me recently. So let me just pull it up. I actually think it's going to be easier for me to pull this up on my phone. So there is an app that you can get access to. And once you have the app, you're able to pull up what cities you want to go to. So I recently was in Atlanta. There's two options in Atlanta. That app makes it very easy to see. But this is, for example, Minute Suites. These are super cool Minute Suites. Basically, they're open 24 hours a day, which is unique. You can get access to them for up to 1 hour. They do have a normal hourly charge. Let me see if I see what the hourly charge is. Normally, the hourly charge right here would be, I'm assuming it would be $28 an hour normally. This is incredible. Conditions: cardholders can use a lounge view visit entitlement to use a Minute Suite for a 1 hour stay. This usage is prior. It represents a single lounge visit within the cardholder's existing lounge visit allocation, for which the cardholder will, where applicable, be charged. Each subsequent hour will be charged at $28, payable directly to Minute Suites. Up to 3 guests accompany the cardholder in the same Minute Suite. So this is really cool. Typically, this is not a traditional lounge. This is just one of the options. We'll look at a traditional lounge in a minute. But this is just a mini suite. Right here, this folds out into a bed. They have a little desk here you can plug into. They're air conditioned. You can shut the door, have privacy, be able to get some work done. This is an example of what they look like. And this would be an hour before flights. I've never stayed in these before. I've seen them before, TV on the wall. I'm definitely going to be testing this out soon, but I will tell you, this is what I tested out this time over in the International Concourse. This is an excellent lounge, by the way. By the way, this is exactly how it looks. Full bar in there, full bar. Now over here with all of the current COVID precautions, basically they had someone sitting here and you told them what you wanted to eat and they basically prepared it for you, wearing gloves and mask and whatnot. So I got access to this before a recent flight, and it was incredible. All I had to do was show my card. I'll show you how to do that. The Lounge Key access comes with the Crypto.com Visa card. Some of you follow my channel for a while. By the way, Crypto.com is a sponsor to this channel. I was using their card before they were a sponsor. They reached out to me and offered to sponsor my channel, so I greatly appreciate it. This is a sponsored video because of that, just so you know. But I was using their product long before they were sponsoring me. Come to metal card here. That's where we're at. And I currently have the Jade Green card right here. And with the J Green card, and I'll talk about exactly how you get the card in a moment, you can get Airport Lounge access. Now, I do plan to upgrade because this is going to give me a chance to have Airport Lounge with my wife. Yes, it would be my wife most of the time with a guest. And of course, that would be able to cover my wife when we travel together. Okay, so let's quickly take a look. How do you get access to Lounge Key? Let me just talk about this for a moment. Well, before we do that, let's come over here and look at a couple more, because I'll just show you a couple different places to give you an idea of what you're getting. So let's just take a look at Houston. This is not Houston Hobby. This is Houston International. I flew to Houston, but I ended up flying out of Houston Hobby, so I wasn't able to use this. But you got access here. Notice this is the Air France Lounge, but you get access to it with Lounge Key. They always have the hours listed, days that it's available, what's available in the facility. They give you the location, which is really, really good. This is all in the app, of course. And the app, you can just search it as Lounge Key. Conditions, typical conditions, normally, 3 hours before the flight, you're good. Children under 2 are allowed for free. And if I was to click view card, I'm not going to, because there's a lot of personal information there. It has my card number, my name, my contact info, and it also has a QR code. And most of the time, that's all you have to do. If you see digital card, it just means you have to just scan the app, scan the view card on the app. Let's take a look over here. The KLM Lounge. It's a good looking lounge as well. Again, what do they have here? Soft drinks, internet access, alcoholic beverages, air conditioning, digital card. They give you the location. Location is important as well when you're using this perk. Let me show you why. Come over here to Orlando. Take a look at Orlando. This one right here. Location. It's airside, gates 1 through 29, adjacent to the Express Spa. All passengers with a boarding pass can gain access to the lounge, but passengers not departing from gates 1 through 29 will be required to pass through security. So that please allow for sufficient time. So that's something you'd have to be careful for. Now, what's interesting about Orlando is I actually have 2 different clubs. I have another one down here. But it's the same thing. It services primarily these gates, and if you don't go to those gates, you're going to have to make certain that you go through security again. It's just the way the airport is designed. So there's a lot of good information on the app. I mean, great information on the app. So how do you get access to airport lounges? A lot of your high-end credit cards, like, for example, your American Express or some of your higher-end Chase cards, some of those types of cards oftentimes will have this perk. Now, here's the key. With those perks, oftentimes there's an annual fee and that sort of thing just to be able to have access. And a lot of people, like I know a gentleman who had an American Express with a $400 a year annual fee. He felt like it was worth it because he traveled every week and he had a lot of layovers, and he loved being able to have access to the airport lounges. With Crypto.com Lounge Key, it's not a credit card, it's a debit card. You don't have an annual fee. Here's how you get it. You basically stake $400 of the CRO token on their app. So I have a whole video tutorial. I'll try to link it above up here. It's out of date. I need to update it, but I got a tutorial on the Crypto.com app and being able to. I have another video where I talk about buying Bitcoin. I always recommend Crypto.com and the Crypto.com app for someone to buy Bitcoin. It's the easiest way, I believe, and I think it's better than Coinbase. And I'll link that video above. You can watch that as well. But once you have the app downloaded and you're able to transfer funds to the app, inside of the app, you can stake CRO tokens. Once you stake CRO tokens, you can get one of these cards. Now, if you don't have any, you can do the Midnight Blue. Midnight Blue, you don't have to stake anything. Just download the app, basically, and request it. And then you'll get a 1% cash back for a debit card. Keep in mind, all these are debit cards. That's what makes this so incredible. So you have to get the right debit card for the perk, and then you have to download the Lounge Key, access, and register on the Lounge Key website. I'll show you that in a moment because it's a little bit confusing the first time. To get the Ruby Steel card, it's just stake $400 worth of CRO tokens, and they pay you good interest. It changes periodically. I think right now it's maybe 8% right now that you get for 8% APR. But you get stake $400 worth of tokens, and you just stake the tokens. You're not buying the card. Keep that in mind. You stake the tokens. The tokens can go up or down in value. So when you end your stake, it could be less than 400, could be more than 400, but you just need to stake the tokens to get the card. And you'll get 2% cash back. And they'll cover 100% of your Spotify. This is all with the Ruby Steel card. So this is a card that I have. Why? Main reason is I wanted this perk right here. which it did not disappoint. I'll be using this perk a lot. 3% cash back. To get it, you have to stake 4,000 CRO tokens. By the way, when you stake, if you get anything above the blue, if you get the Ruby or the Indigo or any of these other cards, they'll give you $25 worth of the CRO tokens for free, which is just just another little bonus perk. I get 3% cash back on all of my spending with the debit card. Keep that in mind. It's not a credit card. It's a debit card. 100% of my Spotify is covered. 100% of my Netflix is covered. And I get access to the airport lounge. It's incredible. Now, I do plan to. My goal this coming year is to upgrade to the Icy White. The Icy White, I'll have to stake 40,000 CRO tokens, but that's fine. I'll do that a little bit over time. But I'll get 5% cash back on my spending. That's nuts. 100% of my Spotify subscription reimbursed. 100% of my Netflix subscription reimbursed. My Amazon Prime is going to be reimbursed. 10% back, basically, for expending on Expedia. Plus, I'm going to get airport lounge for me and a guest, which of course will be my incredible wife. And then I'll get some of these extra bonuses as well. Well, let's just talk about how do you get access to the airport lounge. Well, you have to use a minimum of the Jade Green card. Once you do that, you have to come to the LoungeKey website. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to put this link down below because it is not clear what to do. You have to come to this LoungeKey website, the one that says Crypto.com Visa Card Airport Lounge Access. You can also Google Crypto.com Visa Card Airport Lounge Key Access, or Crypto.com Lounge Key, and you'll probably get the Lounge Key website as well. But once you get here, you have to create. Once you get the card, you'll get the card. Typically now it's taking about 2 weeks to get your card. Once you get your card in the mail, you log into the app and you activate it. It's pretty simple to activate, but you activate the card. Once the card is activated, then you come over here to create your account. Go through here, fill out your information. Click validate, set everything up. It's very, very simple, very quick, very easy. They'll ask for your details. They'll ask for information on your card number, all that stuff. Everything will get connected to your card. And then once that's done, you're able to log in. Oh, here we go. I just saw this. I want to see if we can get some better lounge pictures. Okay, they're the same ones. They're just a little bit bigger. This is the actual lounge I was in. In fact, I think I have some video. I'm going to see if I can pull that video up for you.
Testing out the Jade Green card at the club in Atlanta. I'm flying today. I've had several chances to use this card. This is the first time that I've had the time to actually use it. So I'll be checking out this club today, and I'll give you some video. Sorry about that. Walking out of the club now. It was really nice in there. It's back there. Lounge. Now, it was very nice in there. There's a lot of people. I was hoping to film in there, but they had, some good food options in there. They had wraps and peanuts, and they had a full bar service in there. It was an excellent way to spend a layover or get to that internet in there so you could get to the airport an hour early or 2 hours early, 3 hours before your flight, whatever. And that way you could always, have a chance to be able to get some work done.
That was just some video footage. So I was here at the Atlanta airport on that one. And I did plan to, originally I was going to take some video in there, but it was actually packed. I couldn't believe it. I was flying in the middle of the week and it was packed in there. It was kind of crazy how many people were in there. But it was a great experience. Once you get the lounge key set up on your phone, it's very easy. You can go to the app. You can check out what's available. Anytime you're flying through an airport, do they have a lounge in there? Where's the lounge located? What are the hours? What does the lounge offer? Stuff like this right here. So today we're talking about the Crypto.com Lounge Key. My review on this is I love it. I'm glad I got it. Was not disappointed at all. I'll be testing out the Minute Suite in the Atlanta airport later. I'll also be testing out every lounge that I can get to in any airport that I travel around the world. And I'll probably bring that to you in a video as well. If you want to be able to get access to airport lounges, I believe the Crypto.com Jade Green card is the easiest way to do it. Again, it's because you're not paying an annual fee. You are depositing $4,000 worth of their CRO tokens. Not financial advice. The token could go up in value, could go down in value. But once you have that, you're going to get 3% cash back. You're going to get 100% Spotify, the whole 9 yards. I'll put a link down in the description if you want to get any of these debit cards. Again, they are debit cards, not credit cards. I love the Crypto.com debit card. I still think it's the best crypto debit card that exists on the market, hands down, with some of the absolute best perks. One of those, of course, Lounge Key access with Crypto.com Jade Green card. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you've used an airport lounge recently that you've liked somewhere in the world, do me a favor, go down in the comments, let me know which lounge you were at and if you were using Lounge Key access to be able to do it. Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Ladies and gentlemen, decentralized cryptocurrency equals freedom. This is Crypto Wealth. I'm out.